Okay, so welcome back. We have another question from the second chapter of Engineering Mechanics Statics by Hibbeler. And if the resultant force acting on the support is to be 1,200 pounds, which is directed horizontally to the right. So we know that the resultant of these two is directed to the right. And for that, we can make a parallelogram. And this is going to be our resultant, which we know is horizontal, and it's acting to the right. So we need to determine the force F in the rope A and the corresponding angle theta. So we have two unknowns here, knowing that, again, the resultant of these two forces, if we make that parallelogram, this is going to be our R, which we know has a magnitude of 1,200 pounds, and we have to find the F and the angle theta. So we're going to use the trigonometry. We can consider this triangle, and first thing that's missing is the F, and we can use the law of cosines in order to find the F, and we know based on the law of cosines, so we have this triangle when this side is 1,200, this side is basically 900 pounds, and this side is the F that is missing. So for finding the F, we need this angle right here, which is same as this angle here. So we know that these two are perpendicular to each other. This is 60 degrees, which means this angle is 30 degrees, and also this angle would be 30 degrees. So we can use the law of cosines now. So basically f squared is equal to 1,200 squared plus 900 squared negative 2 900 times 1,200 times cosine of the angle between the two, which is 30 degrees. So that's how we're going to find the F. Let's see what we get. So basically our F would be the square root of 1,200 squared plus 900 squared negative 2 times 900 times 1,200 times cosine of 30. And yeah, that's going to be, if we just want to report it in 3 sig figs, 616 pounds. So that's going to be our force. And for finding the angle theta, we're going to use the law of sines. For applying the law of sines, we have sine of theta over the side that is facing this angle, 900, is equal to sine of 30 degrees over f, which we found. Let's just have it a little bit more accurate here, because that's gonna make our answer a little bit off. So let's just keep it 3 decimal places. And also we have sine of this angle here. We can call it alpha. We don't need it. I'm just trying to write the whole law of sines. So we can use only these two to figure out our theta. So sine of theta, if we just cross multiply this, gonna be 900 sine of 30, which is 0.5 over 6,942. So let's see what we get. So 900 sine of 30 divided by 615.942. And what we're interested in is the sine inverse of that value. So sine inverse of the answer, that's going to be, so our theta would be 46.94 degrees, or we can just do 3 significant figures again. And yeah, that's going to be the final answer. I'm going to put the link in the description for a law of sine and law of cosines, if this formula is not that familiar to you guys. So just watch that videos. It's going to help with the law of sines and law of cosines, and the rest of it's just plugging the numbers into these two. And yeah, everything is clear. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.